The ground is literally shifting under our digital feet. The old way of doing things where we're just users, kind of like digital tenants on someone else's property, that's quickly going out of style. The future, it seems, isn't just about using a platform anymore. It's about owning it.
So let's just dive right in with a big question. Think about it. You've poured years of your life into building an audience, a community, your network. But who actually owns them? Is it you? Or is it the platform you're building on? The answer to that question, well, it has some pretty huge implications for your entire digital life.
And that question really brings us to the two different digital worlds we're all living in right now. On one side, you've got the tenant model. That's basically our current reality, right? We're building our brands and businesses on rented land. But on the other side, there's this emerging ownership model, a future where you get to build, control, and actually own your entire digital ecosystem.
So first, let's really dig into the risks of where we are right now. Because building on someone else's platform, it is exactly like building on borrowed ground. And it comes with some serious and often hidden dangers that could literally wipe out all your hard work overnight.
This is what's known as the tenant's dilemma. Your landlord, in this case the platform, can change the rules whenever they want. One little algorithm change and boom, your reach is gone. One shift in their terms of service and you could be deplatformed, your business just vanished. And the whole time, every bit of value you create is building their asset, not yours.
Okay, so what's the alternative to this incredibly risky situation? Well, it's what some are calling the ownership revolution, and it's all powered by this really cool new concept, social networks as a service, or SNAS for short.
SNAS is a total game changer. It's the technology that makes this huge shift possible, from just being a user to actually being an owner. Think of it like a toolkit that lets you build your very own completely independent digital home, instead of just renting a room in some massive apartment building where the landlord gets to set all the rules. And this whole ownership idea, it's really built on three incredibly powerful pillars. First up is data sovereignty. You own your social connections, the database, everything. It's your data. Second, you get platform autonomy. You make the rules, you control the features, you decide how to make money. And third, and this is huge, capital appreciation. Your network stops being an expense and becomes a valuable asset that grows over time. So how does this new deal actually play out for everyone involved? Let's break down what this powerful new idea of ownership really means for every single person in this new economy.
For creators, wow! This is a massive, landscape-altering shift. You go from being just a content producer, constantly worried about a platform's changing moods, to becoming a platform owner in your own right, a platform mogul.
You could almost call this the creator's bill of rights in this new SNAS world. You get true audience ownership, and you can take your community with you. You keep 100% of your earnings, no platform taking a cut. And you get algorithmic freedom, meaning you control what your community sees. It is the ultimate creative and financial freedom.
Okay, so that's creators. But what about businesses and their shareholders? Well, for them, this is a financial game changer. It's about taking something that was always just a line item in the marketing budget and turning it into a valuable, appreciating asset that actually makes the company stronger.
I mean, this chart really says it all. In the old model, every dollar you spend on ads or building an audience is just gone. It's an expense. In the SNAS model, that same money is an investment that builds a real, valuable asset, which directly increases your company's value on the balance sheet.
And what about the community? The people who actually give a network its value in the first place? In this new model, their role completely changes. They stop being the product that's sold, and they become respected, valued stakeholders.
And the contrast here is just night and day. In the old model, your data is the product. It's harvested and sold. In the SNAS model, your privacy is protected from the ground up because the business model doesn't rely on selling you out. You might even get a real say in how your digital community is run.
And believe it or not, this ownership model doesn't stop there. It also has the power to completely transform advertising, moving it away from being an annoying interruption and into something that's actually a valuable part of the experience.
So here's how that works. Brands get brand safety, guaranteed. No risk of their ad showing up next to some horrible content. Advertisers get to have direct, collaborative relationships. And we, the users, get our privacy back, because that creepy tracking gets replaced by transparent partnerships. It's a win-win-win.
So what's the bottom line here? When we boil it all down, owning your network really means you finally get to hold the keys to your very own digital kingdom.
I love this metaphor because it just hits the nail on the head. It really is like finally moving out of that cramped, restrictive rented apartment and into a home that you've designed, that you've built, and that you truly 100% own.
And if you need a quick recap, this table just sums it all up perfectly. The SNAS model flips the script, shifting power from the platform to you, the owner, across every single important area: your data, the rules, the value, and the risk.
And the result of all this? It's not just about better technology. It's about building a fundamentally better digital world. We're talking about a more robust and decentralized economy, a truly independent and secure class of creators, and safer, more meaningful communities for all of us.
So I want to leave you with this one question to chew on. Just for a moment, forget all the limits of being a digital tenant. If someone handed you the keys tomorrow and you truly owned your digital world, what would you build?